All right, guys, this will be the first time that I record myself with some audio. Um, Also, the first time that I'm going to be getting judged by everybody in this gym. There's maybe one person in here that I've ever seen pop out a camera, especially a tripod with some mics. I haven't seen that yet. So bear with me. I've got some cheap mics for the time being. I'm looking into getting some DJIs. I just haven't found the pair that I want yet. I don't know if it's worth spending 100 or it's worth spending 300. So today we're going to do some arms. We're starting out with, I like to start out with my hardest exercise. We're going to do overhead pulls because for me, I can do them a lot heavier than I can if I start with biceps or something like that. So, or some push downs. If I just do some push downs, man, my triceps are dead. So I start with these. I typically do 4 sets of these because it's more difficult mentally to push yourself to failure. So y'all watch along, and we're gonna try to get. Let's try to get 12 of these. It's my last set, so might not happen. All right, we're gonna get close to the machine, get our pulley towards our butt crack, and then we're gonna try to keep our elbows towards our head. We're gonna try to push away from us. So keep our arms in a fixed position. As you get tired or your elbows want to go out, it's okay. As long as you can push yourself to failure and actively try to keep them in. First few reps should be perfect though. So we're going to keep them in, pull from the butt, straight up, and squeeze. This is a hard movement. Get a mind-muscle connection. But if you take your time, you can find it. Keep those elbows in. This will not be a perfectly executed exercise. I'm not Chris Bumstead. I learn as I go, and hopefully we can learn together. All right, we're going to try to get 3 more out of it. 1, 2, 2. Oh, okay, we're going to get 5. Slow down the back. Okay. All right. As you saw, my elbows come out towards the end. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I was trying to keep them in. It's just not possible. That concludes that. Now I'm going to go to stick with triceps because I want to keep that pump. I'm going to go straight to pull downs. And y'all will be able to see my third set. All right, here we go. Our second movement for triceps. I like to do on arm day, I like to do 2 tris, 2 bis, and then sometimes 2 forearms, but typically only 1, just because they're more about volume. I'll just pick 1 every other exercise. Like I'll pick top of the forearm, or I'll pick where I do curls. Let's just use my forearm. And sorry, I'm not the best on terminologies, but we'll learn as we go. So this set is going to be to about 10, and the last few, I'm going to start slow, but once I get to my number 10, I'm going to put some momentum behind it, and hopefully get a few good last reps and some good muscle activation out of it. So last set, this will make 6 sets for tris. On arm day, I like to do somewhere around 12 sets just for arms, 12 to 14. And some days you go overboard. When you get down to the bottom, you really want to focus on pushing your hands to your hips all the way. See how the muscles activate? Okay. This, not a full rep. Boom. I'm going to come all the way down, squeeze. You want to focus on pushing. Now you can come back out here, get more angle out of it. Makes it a little harder and a longer time under tension. Talking to y'all, I forgot to count, but we're gonna try 4 more. 1, 2, third one. That's it. I'm gonna do some more. Or I get some momentum. Okay. Ready? Ah, okay. Now when the momentum ones run out, pull from above. Okay. I'm gonna hold it for 5 seconds. And let off. That was a killer last set. Your triceps should be pumped. Now we'll go to biceps. All right, here we go. This is my favorite bicep movement. It's very difficult. Plenty of mind muscle connection. Kind of keep your arms shoulder length away. Get you a straight bar like this. We're really gonna destroy these biceps. Okay, it's gonna feel like on number rep 6 that you're done. You're not. It's a mental thing. These are very hard on the soul. Get you an incline bench set up like this so that you can get a fixed position on your chest. Makes you stronger in your arms. Gets you a better mind to muscle connection. And just go at it. So I'm aiming for 10 here. So let's see if we can get it. It takes a second to get set up right, and it's awkward, but it is amazing. And you're going to hear me huffing and puffing. Please ignore it. When you get to the top, you want to bend. See how I have my wrists? I want to bend them. Right when I get to the top, I want to bend towards. It gives me a little bit extra range of motion. It makes it a little bit easier to finish the rep. Here we go. Just focus on keeping your head up. You just don't want to have it down like this. You don't have to keep it back. Twist the wrist in. Put the top. 4. See, mine says no more, but we got more. Now let's get one more. Oh, we ain't getting it, but that's okay. That's what we want. So that's the last set of them. We're gonna do one more bicep movement, and then go on. So, all right. So we're gonna use the same bench, same degree of incline. We're just gonna swap our grips. So we're kind of gonna go a little bit more to the inside and use the easy bar curl. So typically, based up to the name, it's a little easier than the straight bar. So that's why I do it second, so I can push myself a little harder, obviously. And we're gonna start heavy and go down from there. Y'all are seeing me on my second set, just because theatrics. Third set's gonna have to be too light, and y'all are gonna comment on, "Oh, you a pussy." Oh well. So these are 25s. If you can't tell, we got easy bar curl. I'm still gonna struggle, and we're gonna get some growth out of this one. So this is not our last set. This is my second before last set, and then we're gonna transfer over to forearms. So we have it on the innermost. Well, not the actual innermost, but we're just a little bit inside of our shoulders, hands facing outwards. And we're going to come to our chest. Same thing when we get to the top, we can curl with our wrist to help us. Other than that, push through and don't be a bitch. Seven. 8. 9. 10. Oh. Got a little partial in at the end there. these, my hands, these are going to give you the tingling effect. Almost like, well, almost like your arms have gone to sleep halfway through the set. I don't know if there's any correlation there to muscle growth, but it's a damn sure a good feeling. So just keep pushing yourself. And remember, if it was rocket science, we'd all be fucked. We're going to transfer to forearms. Forearms are good to get a lot of volume, but I'd rather get a high rep set and just push it to failure. 2 to 3 sets, whatever you can take. Some days, if my arm days are really hard, I only do 2. Some days I do 4. Just depends on how I'm feeling. I skipped hammer curls this time because I have a tendency to push myself a little harder than I probably should. And I've messed up my brachialis doing hammer curls. So I've been doing them so light that they're really not video worthy. If you would like to see those, just comment below. I can make a separate video on some hammer curls, but it would be examples using low weight, higher reps. So until my brachialis gets good, heals. So, all right, well, let's move to forearms. All right, this is my favorite forearm exercise. What I usually do is I take one of these foam blocks and I put down for my knee. And then I pick a weight that's suitable for me. Try to go as heavy as you can. Unless you're just starting out, unless you've never done some forearms before. Pick a weight. I started with like 25s, 30s, and I've worked my way up to 45s and 50s some days. But today I'm going to start with 40s because I really want to get 4 sets of these in and just absolutely demolish these 40s as much as I can. So I want to get a good forearm pump and go about my day. So let's get at it. We'll try to get 10. But who knows? We're going to place our forearm flat on the bench and put our hand over our activating muscles. That way it's mind-muscle connection. We can feel it, and you're keeping your arm stable. So if you have to, at the very bottom, you can roll your fingertips out. Get a better foot. But on the first few reps, it's very difficult. First few reps. All right, that didn't go as planned. The easy bar curls, I think, activated a lot of my forearms. So if I can't do 40s, then I'm probably fatigued enough to where I don't need to do these today. But you just saw me fail, so I'm going to drop it down to 25 right now, just so we can get a pump in and get these muscles even more than they were. So give me 1 second, I'll swap, and we'll get a set. All right. Well, I'm no professional, so y'all guys are along the ride with all my failures. So that's somewhat of a failure. I've just pushed myself a little hard today, so arms are more fatigued than I expected. Another little hint, typically I loosen my watch here because it gets uncomfortable because my wrist gets pumped. So it fills with blood and then it cuts my circulation and gets a little tingly in the wrist. So I always loosen it to the last strap. Still tracks my heart rate, tracks my workout session, but I don't have to worry about my wrist getting sore. So let's drop down to 25 and let's see if we can actually do a set of these. So these are not heavy, but we're really just going to focus on squeezing that forearm. And at the end, you'll see, I mean, I'm not a vascular guy, but these things make what little veins I have pop out. So with these, I'm going to do the finger curls a little bit just because it's such a low weight. I mean, I'm already feeling it. I got 2 more in me and that's it. Whew. Got 1 in me. But you see, I did that. I mean, I told myself 2, even though knowing I was super fatigued. So my brain just doesn't stop just because I got to the number that I wanted to. And, putting a video in front of myself really allows me to not focus as much on the reps. I'm focused on more about what I'm talking to you guys about than how many reps I'm getting in. So a lot of these sets, when I say, oh, I get 10, and then all of a sudden I get 12, it's because I'm not really caring. I'm giving myself a benchmark, but at the end of the day, I'm making sure that I can push that muscle failure and still be able to move on. So it's not rocket science. If it was, we'd be fucked. As Greg Dipshit or Doucette, I call him a dipshit, but I like his content. He would tell you, HTLT, or yeah, train harder than last time. TL, whatever, fuck it. Train harder than last time. There's no better advice than just to train harder than you did the last arm day, the last back day. That's really all that matters. We're gonna get some left. We're gonna do the left arm now. Try to get this done before I lose a pump, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. So, thank you guys for watching my first workout video. This is hard on me because I've never done this type of stuff. For one, I've always been a very hefty kid. This past year, well, really 11 months. So Thanksgiving of 2025 will be my first 12 months dedicated to my health. So I eat better. There's weeks where I fall off the wagon. There's probably been in the past year. There's probably been like a total of like 5 or 6 weeks that I haven't pushed myself as hard as I could, or I didn't diet properly. So you're seeing me 11 months into a journey that I plan on keeping for years. So I would eventually like to get on a stage, doing maybe some small bodybuilding naturally. I don't want to do it to where I'm making any money or that's my career. I own an HPC company. That's what I do for a living. But I'd like to track my progress and maybe create a following based off of just the amateur lifters. So I do a bunch of stuff. Hopefully, I love motorcycles, so we can get into some moto vlogging. And I got a few clips of my dirt bike riding up and stuff. And bear with me. This is all a learning process, so I'll be learning how to edit videos and capture moments and speak to y'all accordingly over the next few years. But I'm not going to give up. So look forward to seeing me around, and please give me a follow. That helps a lot, not just in how many followers I have, but it gives me motivation to keep going. So I'm not making these videos for no reason. I do make them for my own personal benefit. I enjoy this. It's something that I've always felt like I wanted to do since, I've been telling my wife that I wanted to get behind a camera for years and years and years. I've just never been felt comfortable, never made the leap. So I always say and huh and all these different things that I have to work on over time. But hopefully I can grow, and y'all can watch me grow, and my videos will get more professional. And we can gather a following that last lifetime. So here's to start something new, and if y'all just stick with me, hopefully in the next few years we'll have some cool moments, and videos like this will be far from few where there's not much going on or it's lackluster. This is my first actual video where I'm not going to cover up with music or pictures, or I'm going to put some text in it, and y'all are going to watch me work out. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video, help my algorithm, help more people, this video get to more people so we can grow. And I appreciate you supporting me. Give me a follow and a like. And until the next video, see you guys. Remember, it's not rocket science. If it was, we'd all be fucked. See you guys. Sorry?
Has any of y'all seen a bike?
I think I seen one on top of that emergency kit right there. Is it green?
Yep, that's me.
Yep, I seen it up there. I was like, who's vaping in the gym?